Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Young Twan, and welcome back to my channel for another video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and follow my Instagram. And yeah, let's get straight to the video. So first, I'm gonna let you guys listen to the beat. Yeah, so basically you get the basic idea of it. By the way, if you're hearing something in the background, it's my CPU, my fan. She's going a bit crazy right now because I'm screen recording. But yeah, basically what I did is when I started making this sample, I went into a Bass One Mirage one-shot kit, Bass One program Mirage one-shot kit, and I found this bell, this contract bell tone. So basically I took that, I went and laid these chords, which sound like this. And yeah, it's the 4-bar pattern repeated. And so I EQ'd some of the highs out, and I EQ'd some of the lows out as well, and I added this reverb. I turned up the dry knob and turned up the wet knob as well. The dry knob, I turned it up so that it would like kind of make it louder, and the wet knob is not to lose that kind of reverb effect. So without these effects, it sounds like this. And with the effects, see, it just sounds a bit wider, and yeah, I prefer that. Next, I added this little mallet that I found from another vegan and ARS Beats one-shot kit. It's a very good one-shot kit as well. It has a bunch of sounds, and it was the Mallet 11. So this is how it sounds, and with the effects, I made it sound like this. So yeah, so I went ahead and basically took the same chords, like these chords, and yeah, I just added like notes, like passing notes. So I'll take off all the effects and then show with the effects what it does. So yeah, so first what I added was a fruity parametric, was a EQ, to EQ some of the really highs and of course the lows. Next up, I added the delay, and as you can see here, I put it about halfway, the mix about halfway. I did a like ping pong, and I turned down the volume so that yeah, it's not as strong, and this is how it sounds. Next up, I added a fruity chorus. I added halftime, but I'm just gonna show fruity chorus first. I turned the mix to about like 75% ish, and I just used the default preset, and yeah, this is how it sounds. So without the chorus, with the chorus, it gives it a more like electric feel. And next up, I added halftime at 1 bar ×2 mode. This is the same as if you were to use gross beat. If you don't have halftime, you went here and you did half speed. This is exactly the same thing basically. So this is how it sounds without halftime, and this is how it sounds with halftime. So the mallet and the bell tone together. I thought the mallet sounded so good as in like as a background kind of melody kind of thing. Next up, I added this synth bell from the same one-shot kit, another vegan ARS Beats, and it was in the synth bells. It was the synth bell 4. And basically what I did, I went ahead and put these like notes. Yeah, it just repeats the whole time. Added quite a lot of effects again. So without the effects, it sounds like this. So what I first did, I EQ'd out the highs and the lows, which I always do. Next up, I opened up a reverb. Now I turned the dry down so it kind of takes the sound, like the volume down, and I put the wet knob up so that it really gives it this kind of reverb type feel, you know. And then I added a chorus. Again, the default preset. I like using chorus because it gives more of like an electronic type feel to your sound. And then lastly, again, I added a fruity delay. I turned the volume down, not as much as last time, but still kind of like, you know, about halfway. And again, ping pong feedback. And this is how it sounds. This is how it sounds without the effects. And this is how it sounds with the effects. Now you may think this is kind of quiet, but if you listen to it with the other bells and mallet, this is how it sounds all together. So yeah, basically, and then the last thing I added was a bass from the Carson Beat Spectrum One Shot Plus Texture Kit. I thought this sounded really cool. And so in this beat, the bass plays only, as you can see, like here, only insert in kind of like the intro, outro, and like bridge little areas. Because on the other, like in the hook and the verses, I use this 808. So yeah, but this is how the bass sounds like. I just EQ'd it, but without the effects, it sounds like this. And with the effect, I just took down some of the highs. Yeah, it was just to give it kind of like a Don Toliver kind of feel. You hear that in a lot of Don Toliver beats, this bass. So altogether, it sounds like this. So yeah, basically, this is the melody. Now onto the drums. For the drums, I thought the loop was kind of cool. I didn't think I did any extra. I didn't go too extra, so I wanted to just keep the beat itself also simple. So I added this clap, you know, this standard Lex Luger clap. You know, this is like the basic clap. Then I added an open hat. Then I added an open hat. Yeah, so with the clap. And then I added this little perk. It just plays you see like the first kind of thing here. So it just adds a bit more bounce, like if you listen. So yeah. Next up, I added this little rim shot that's gonna play as like a snare, so it's all together sounds like this. Yeah. Next up, I added this hi-hat, and I went ahead and did this little hi-hat pattern. I'm gonna play the hi-hat alone. Yeah, basically. So all together, it sounds like this. See, it's very bouncy. Now I added this 808 in the end. It's an 808 from the Prod by Jack kit. It's the Ready 1 808. Super hard hitting. It's a really hard 808, and this is how it sounds. Yeah, basically it's just that. And then lastly, the last element for this beat is a kick that comes in the second part of the hook, comes in each second part of the hook. So the first part of the hook plays with no kick, but the second part I added the kick. And yeah, it's just to make it the second part of the hook more different and for it to hit harder. So this is the pattern. Yeah, with the 808 it sounds like this. With the rest of the drums, yeah, basically this is it. I didn't do any, I just kind of took the volumes down as well, like here, you see, and then and yeah, I didn't add any effects on any of my drums. Just on a master I took away the limiter and I added the soft clipper, and I put the post knob to about 0.825, and yeah, basically this is what I did. And here's how so y'all heard the intro. This is the first part of the this is the last 8 bars going into the outro. So yeah, this is basically the beat for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out. And yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see in the next video. If you want to see a specific tutorial, me cooking up for a certain type of artist, certain type of producer, yeah, just let me know, guys, and I'll try and get that out. And yeah, basically follow my Instagram, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.